welcome to Lessons and Blessings. I'm Amber of Amber and Amethyst, and today I am reviewing the Archangel Rafael Healing Deck by Doreen Virtue. This is a 44 card oracle deck. It comes with 44 absolutely beautiful cards. Green, obviously, for Archangel Rafael himself. It has this amazing gold trim on the side. This deck is very heavily used and abused, mostly for myself. Not many clients actually do readings for this particular deck because they come to me for Reiki treatment and look for more of that intuitive guide through the Reiki itself. But for my own use, I use this Archangel Healing deck a lot. As you can see, it's pretty well used. I love oracle decks because they are much more specific than tarot decks. Tarot decks have cards like the Minor and Major Arcana, Six of Swords, the Fool card, the Wheel of Fortune card, but a lot of those are very general and don't give you very specific information on health-related questions necessarily. When you're looking for a sense of direction to go, if you're kind of having failing health for yourself or a loved one. So really awesome specific cards. Things like get a second opinion, alternative medicine is pretty specific, sobriety is another fairly specific card to kind of help guide you in the direction that you need to go to start improving your health. This is probably my favorite deck because it has a special place in my heart because I did my first healing reading without using this deck. It was kind of, healing is my thing. I love to heal people. I'm a Reiki Master, and my calling is to heal people. So I really used this deck the most when I was starting out, and it helped me build my intuitive abilities and begin to able to actually channel people's symptoms so I could get a better reading on things. I mean, other decks are fun, like the Life Purpose and Past Life. Those give a lot of cool information, but for me personally, this Archangel Rafael Healing deck really hit home. So I can't recommend it enough, but it depends on your calling in life and your abilities, but great overall deck. Again, 44 very specific cards related to health and healing. It also comes with its own guidebook with instructions on how to use it, the kinds of questions to ask, as well as fairly detailed meanings of each card, as well as possible alternative meanings or specific direction to take it. Doreen Virtue does an amazing job with her oracle cards and spirituality in general. I know she's kind of gone away from it recently, but when she was still using this stuff, she knows what she was doing to kind of help people guide through stuff. The best questions to ask are keeping things kind of specific. Make sure that when you're shuffling or if you're getting a reading for yourself and somebody else is doing it, make sure that you're thinking of your question as that person is shuffling. Try to not get too off topic, otherwise you'll find that the answers kind of get mushy and wishy-washy. But that kind of applies to any kind of reading. If your train of thought kind of wanders, so might the reading. But that leads me to actually doing a reading. So the first thing you want to do, and this is all explained in that 50-some page guidebook that comes with the deck itself, but once you get your cards, you want to consecrate them. The manufacturing process, the warehousing process, sitting on shelves, it all puts random energies into the cards. Not necessarily bad energy, but we want our own energy in the cards for when we do a reading. So again, as explained in the book, the first thing you will do is knock on the cards using your dominant hand. So you'll hold it in your non-dominant, knock on it, and this will push all that energy out the back. So now this is a blank slate. So what we'll want to do next is touch each individual card. You can do this by either kind of passing them through your thumb and looking at them. Otherwise, most people who get a brand new deck, they like to look at each card individually just to kind of see what's in there, looking at the artwork of the card, things like that. That's another good way to learn your deck and put your energy into everything and to kind of meditate on each card as you're going through. So once we've touched every single card, we'll kind of fan them out again, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Oracle cards are very hard to work with when you're just getting started out because a lot of people are used to traditional playing cards, and these are much bigger. So we'll just fan them out and we'll kind of put them across our chest, and then we'll want to say a nice little prayer to finish that consecration, to put our energy in and ask for guidance. Something simple as, Archangel Raphael, please watch over me as I do these readings for myself and for others. Please ensure that no other negative entities influence this reading, and thank you for your wonderful communication during these readings. So now we have that done, and we can do the reading and start shuffling. Again, Oracle decks are a little different than traditional tarot. Doreen Virtue really likes to use the law of attraction and magnetism to kind of draw you to the cards that you need, whereas traditional tarot, it's you shuffle, you split the deck, and you'll draw 3 cards or however many cards you're using for that reading. Tarot, there's a specific number of cards to use, whereas Oracle, you could have 1 or you could have 10. It all depends on when your angels say you need to stop shuffling. So that's where the intuitive part comes in. Starting off with these decks is you have to listen to make sure you know when to stop. If you keep shuffling and no cards pop out, that's another good time to stop. Some people have a hard time hearing things and need different symbols, so once you stop getting cards popping out of the deck, that's another way to know to stop. But you'll just split your deck in half, shuffle. If you can bridge them, great, but you'll want to be looking for cards that are standing out compared to the rest of them. So we can see most of these are pretty even, but there is one card that is kind of standing above the others. So we'll draw that card out and continue to shuffle, all the while thinking of our question. All right, so here I had a card pop out. We're gonna take this one because when they just come flying out, that's a card that needs emphasis on it. All right, moving on. Now we have 2 cards, and this shuffle, I would say these are all pretty even down. I wouldn't draw any more off of this. So for this particular reading, we're gonna have 2 cards. One of them is gonna have major emphasis on them, so that's kind of exciting. In which case we would just flip our cards, consult the guidebook, see what they say, consult our own intuition, our gut feeling. What exactly do you think when you look at these cards? What's that first thought that comes to mind? So another question I get a lot from people is, should I read reversal cards? Traditional tarot, some people do this, where it would indicate a negative connotation of that card, negating everything it says. It's a bad outlook on that card. Oracle cards, most people don't do that. You would just set the intention as you're consecrating your cards to say, I need all the cards that pertain to my own message. Please do not reverse any of the cards. Just send me the message straight as it needs to be. I have never read any of the healing oracle cards reversed. It's possible to do them with some other decks, but the Archangel Raphael one, I would not recommend reading any reversals. Just flip everything upright at the time and take it for as it is. So if you've used this deck and want to put your 2 cents in on what you think, write something in the comments. If you'd like your own reading on the Archangel Raphael deck, you can contact myself or Sara. She also does readings with this by going to our websites, amberamethyst.com and spiritualtides.com, and schedule your appointment there. And it doesn't matter if you live nearby, we can do this all online. Sara can send a recording. I can send an email with everything written down. We have a lot of flexibility with that. So if you'd like your own reading, go ahead and contact us. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more of what we do, Hit that like and subscribe button, and thanks for watching.